Good morning, YouTube. Afternoon, night, whatever time of day you're watching. This is Florida with 5, and today we're going to talk to you about our first month here in Florida. We moved from Wisconsin, big change for us. We're going to talk to you about what to expect your first month, things we didn't expect, things that are different, just some of that stuff. So for me, the biggest thing is it honestly feels like a vacation every day, whether I'm going to work, whether I'm going to do something on the weekend. You guys watch our videos, you see pretty much every single weekend we're out doing something fun. There's so much to do, we're never gonna run out of things to do.
Pretty much, I still feel like we're on vacation, but you know, we are getting into the normal
at the
routines.
same time, there's still bills to pay. There's still school to go to. There's still a job to go to.
Kids started sports
last
week, so we'll have games and stuff we'll have to go to and tournaments and those kinds of things.
And that's the thing. If you're coming down with kids, honestly, worrying about them adjust. I believe our kids have adjusted very well so far.
A lot better than I anticipated, actually.
We had a little issue right away with the schooling. First school we brought our kids to, we didn't feel too comfortable with. We did a little more searching around and we found a charter school, and we are very happy with the school they're in now.
Yep.
The kids are loving it, they're feeling challenged, and we love it. So
yeah, they really like it. Met friends right away, everyone was so welcoming at the school, and my biggest thing was feeling that they're feeling challenged, because the first public school we brought them to, we just didn't have those feelings of them feeling challenged and those kinds of things. So this school's a lot better. So our recommendation is, if you're coming down here, don't do public. I would do charter academies, those kinds of things.
There's also things they call magnet schools that are, you know, they do all your general education, but they're focused a lot on one specific thing, whether it be technology, math, arts, any of that stuff. So look into that. One other thing I didn't know prior to us moving into our house is they required deposits for water and sewer and electrical. That was something I wasn't prepared for. It wasn't a lot of money. It totaled about $400, but again, it wasn't something that I was aware of. So be aware of that if you come down. And I'm not sure if it differs from county to county, but yeah, you had to put deposits down for water and electric. Our driver's license, you guys can watch our previous video. We still only have one of our cars registered because we're waiting on a title to be transferred from where we hold our loan on our vehicle. But other than that, I mean, the whole process of getting your driver's license was pretty easy. You make an appointment, and we were pretty much in and out of there for the driver's licenses. So that was pretty easy. The weather, that's been great. From Wisconsin to Florida, big change. They're still dealing with snow. Again, it's the last day of March here in Florida.
It's hot.
Yeah, they're dealing with snow back up north where we came from. It's hot.
It's hot.
It's about low to mid 80s today. The humidity's starting to creep in. But yeah, up north they dealt with snow yesterday. So we're down here, we were at Busch Gardens yesterday, so there's a big difference right there.
I would say one thing that I'm learning to adjust with is the traffic. It's not a deal breaker for me, though. It's not that big of a deal. It's just learning to be, you need to be organized. You need to be, if you're gonna go somewhere, plan on, you know, like when we do our weekend stuff, we know we're gonna be gone until late. I mean, so we pack a lunch, pack a dinner. If kids need, I mean, you just pack it all. When you're gonna go to a park, something I even learned still last night is we didn't get home till almost midnight. So one thing I think in the future, when I know we're gonna go to those things, is bring pajamas. Yeah. Just when you get back to the car, when you're done with the park, throw the kids' pajamas on, change their diapers, do all that, so when you bring them in the house, they're ready to just put them right in their beds, because you don't, I mean, travel time is something.
And we heard all the rumors about traffic before we moved down here, and it's no joke. I mean, I go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. My ride to work is about 35 minutes. My ride home from work is a different story. Sometimes it's
2 hours.
It hasn't been that long.
Well,
yet,
from Tampa it was. But.
Yeah, but I mean, from my office, it's hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes on average. So the traffic is no joke. But I mean, like I was telling Lindsay the other day, it's riding home with your windows down, the sun shining.
Palm trees.
Yeah, it's honestly a joy.
Even the kids' school. We're from a small town. From Wisconsin, I could commute them to school within 4 minutes, you know, and here it's 20, 25, sometimes 30, depending on when you leave the house and coming back. I mean, the kids get dropped off 7:20. There has been times I haven't gotten back here till closer to 9. I mean, that's, you know, but it's things you know and you plan for and you understand and you're willing to sacrifice those kinds of things to have a Florida lifestyle. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'll take it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
another thing I want to address too is I always see everybody talking about jobs down here in Florida. The jobs, they don't pay as much. They don't do this, they don't do that. Look around. You know, we wanted to do this for 2 years. 2 years we were looking, right? And honestly,
you just need to look around because you are better off here.
I love my job here, and honestly, I found a good paying job, and you can too. You just got to look around. Sell yourself. That's the main thing. You know, don't just settle. Say you find a job and it says it pays X amount of dollars. You know, everything's up for negotiation. Sell yourself. Tell the company why you are important to them. You know, don't make it about, you know, I need this job because I'm coming down to Florida. You need to make it about, you know, this company needs me, and this is why I'm worth as much as I believe I'm worth.
And if you have wherever you're at right now, you have a job right now, go into it knowing that you come down here, you go for an interview, it's not the right timing, or, I mean, you came down.
I came down and had an interview, had a job offer, and I declined it. It wasn't for me.
It wasn't the time, it wasn't for our family, and he still had a good job where he was, and it's not the end of the world. Then you just keep looking, and you wait for your right time, you wait for your right offer, and if you want it bad enough, everything's going to fall into place.
Another thing we always see comments, questions, concerns about is,
animals.
How many snakes, how many alligators are there? Let me tell you, we've seen it all already. I've also known people that have not seen any of it. We see alligators almost daily. We live on a golf course, so it might be a little bit different than a lot of other people, but we got lots of ponds around us, and we know where they're at, and honestly...
You train your kids to just, you don't go by it.
Right, and honestly...
I mean, obviously we're with our kids every second, but...
They don't bother you, you know? If they're there, you know, you can see them from a distance, and we enjoy to see them from a distance. And yeah, they're not going to bother you. On the other hand, the snakes, we've also run into them. One of them got into our air conditioner. I'll put a photo right here. And it actually shorted out our air conditioner, and our air conditioner stopped working. The photo was taken after, well, Lindsay actually got it out. I was at work.
Yeah, I was not happy about that.
She fished a snake out of the air conditioner. So they're here, you know, it's a real thing. It wasn't a dangerous snake.
The raccoons.
Oh yeah, the animal. That's the other thing. The animals, it's almost like they're trained, honestly.
They're not afraid of you.
Nothing's afraid of you.
Our night walks that we go on every night, we'll walk right past the garbage can, and they just look at you. They just don't even try to even get away from you.
Raccoons, sandhill cranes.
Knock on your back door, want food.
Armadillos. We've seen them all, and they...
Bobcats.
We saw a bobcat. Yeah, they come up to you, honestly.
Yeah.
The bobcat didn't. The bobcat ran away. But honestly, all these other animals, it's like... The problem is, I think, that there's lots of tourists, people on vacation down here, and they think it's cool, so they feed them, you know? And so all these animals walking around see humans and are looking for a free meal.
Yeah.
So I think that might be part of it. But yeah, the animals are here. I enjoy wildlife. Our kids enjoy wildlife.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal to us.
as one thing I was gonna say too is with going with animals is that they have a lot of programs for kids out here, and the allergies are bad.
Yeah.
The allergies are really, really, really bad right now.
It might be the time of year we move down. It's, like I said, the last day of March. As you can see, our son Sully here is dealing with a little bit of allergies. Yeah, show the camera, buddy. There you go.
There you go.
Snot all over your face. Yeah.
But, I mean, we're dealing with it. And we heard that this time of year is just the time, and that's bad, but then it gets better. So, but there's a lot of programs for kids. I don't know if you have kids like my kids where they're very interested in wildlife and everything. There's so many opportunities out here in Florida for kids to get involved. They have summer camps where you can go to the local zoos or
Busch Gardens.
Yep. Where they get the kids involved in a summer training program. There's just a lot of opportunities for that kind of stuff. So one of the things too I wanted to touch on is the emotional kind of roller coaster you do go on, you know, when you do decide to make a big move like that. I knew it was going to be hard to leave our family behind, you know, but I didn't. So I anticipated that even before we left Wisconsin, but I don't think anything can really prepare you for that. I struggled. I still do every day. I mean, my mom, oh my gosh, a snake. Huge snake.
Where?
Get the snake.
So we were just talking about snakes.
It's gone.
Where'd it go?
Oh my god, it slithered right there.
Okay, well, I missed it on video, but like we were just talking about, there's snakes here. And guys, we don't live out in the country. Like I said, we live in the suburbs. You can see behind us on a golf course. But we missed the snake. It was just a black racer, but it was a big one. They're harmless.
But yeah, they look scarier than what they are, but still, I don't want it in my house.
But it literally just slithered along the side of our patio, and I went up to go get a video of it, and they're fast.
They're
took
fast.
Off. Anyway,
but what we were saying, yeah, I don't think anything prepares you for that. I thought I was prepared, and you know, like, hey, I'm gonna miss them, but you know, we're gonna video chat, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. But my mom, bless her heart, she gets a call at least once, maybe twice a week with just sobbing and helps me work through it, and everything's gonna be okay. But not a day goes by where I don't think about my grandparents. I think about them every single day. My aunts, my uncles, my sisters, just my parents and his parents, and just we're doing so many awesome things out here, and the kids are getting so much opportunities and seeing so many things, the lifestyle, the culture, the different languages, the animals, just everything. But I want them here to see it. You know, right. I kind of want my cake and eat it too. I still want to be here in Florida, but I just want my family to be here too. So, but I know my family wants me to be happy, and they want my kids happy. And now
they got a beautiful place to come visit.
Yes, exactly. So, and you know, we're gonna go home for the holidays and those kinds of things. So there's ways of keeping connected.
We do a lot of video chatting.
A lot of video chatting, pictures. I have a lot of group messages with my family back home, and I send lots of pictures. I send pictures, multiple pictures of the kids every day and what they're doing and stuff. So there's ways of, you know, obviously making that a little bit better, but I don't think you ever really can, you know, it's still nice to physically touch them and see them, but
right.
Yeah.
Again, we're still new here. We're learning. We have a lot left to learn.
Going to continue, I'm sure, the next however many videos that we decide to keep making. It's going to be more and more stuff we're learning.
Yes. You guys have any questions? If any of you are thinking about making the big move to Florida, feel free to reach out, leave them in the comments below. We'll try to make videos to address them or directly message you back.
I think the biggest thing it's the lifestyle. You gotta want it. I mean, you're gonna make sacrifices, especially if you're coming from the Midwest. You're gonna make sacrifices. It's just if you want the lifestyle bad enough, which,
yeah, it's beautiful here, guys. It's absolutely beautiful.
And like Eric said before, don't believe everything that you hear about, oh, the jobs, the schools. You just have to look.
Yeah.
You have to look. I'm someone that my kids come first. I would never put my kids into, I swore up and down when we moved down here that I'd go home if I couldn't find what was right.
An good A-rated school.
A-rated school. I was ready to pack up. I felt there was no better school districts than the ones my kids already came from, and I still believe that's a good school district back home, but it's amazing. But you can find it here too. You have to do your research. You can find good paying jobs. You can find jobs that pay you more than what you did back home, but you have to look.
Right.
And you have to...
You gotta be diligent and not get upset because the first job you find, oh, it's what I did back home and it's 20% less than what I made. Well, you know what? Look for more, you know? Yeah, and the school thing, to touch on that again. Don't get stuck on the ratings you see for public schools for a certain district. Usually charter schools and academies and magnet schools aren't included in that rating. And once again, they're usually better schools. So once again, you guys got any questions, comments, leave them below. We'll get back to you. And other than that, thanks for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please subscribe. And we'll keep them coming. Thanks.